Hi, class. So today we are starting Intro to Module 8, and we're going to start by learning angles and how to use protractors. So we're going to start learning a lot of vocabulary. And if you have any questions, you can ask me about it tomorrow. You can post it in Google Stream, or you can send me an email. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our shared. So at the top, we have something under the title that says angles are classified by their blank. In that blank, I'm going to zoom in here real quick. On that blank, you're going to write by their measure. Oops. Okay, so angles are classified by their angle measures. So if we look here, the first angle, some of you may or may not know this already, but it is called an acute angle. And these angles are always going to be less than 90 degrees. Okay. Then we have a right angle. And these angles are exactly 90 degrees every time. And they'll more than likely always have that little box in the corner specifying. And then last, we have our obtuse angles. And these angles are greater than 90 degrees. Okay? So these are the type of angles that you're going to be pretty much used to seeing for now. Now we're going to review using a protractor. So by now you guys have probably already watched that quick little 4-minute video on YouTube learning how to use your protractor. So we're just going to go through this pretty quickly. Okay. So some protractors will have a hole to line up the vertex. The zero is on the inside of the curved line. So we use those angle measures. We use this ray right here to point to 0. And then this ray right here is used to measure the angle. So in this diagram, as you can see, this ray right here is before 90. So you want to look at the inner numbers that are going all along here, okay? Because we know that whatever angle this is, it has to be less than 90. And if you look at your paper, it's between 50 and 70. So we know that this angle measure is 60 degrees. Okay. So then scrolling down, next we have an obtuse angle, right? Because the ray right here is past 90. Okay. Based on where the other ray pointing at 0 is. So if we're more than 90, then we're looking at these numbers on the outside of the protractor. And as you can see, it's between 110 and 130. So this angle measure is 120 degrees. Okay. Again, we have the ray pointing this way towards 0. So we're looking at the angle measure going like this. So it's another obtuse angle. And this time it's between 130 and 140. So we're going to say that this angle measure is 135 degrees. Okay. Scrolling on over here, you guys are turning your pages over at this point. Okay. We're going to name the following angle. Okay. And we do this by using the letters right here. Now your middle letter should always be your vertex. So in this case, that's going to be B. It is the point where the two rays meet. Okay. So we can name this angle either angle A, B, C, and you have to use this, which looks kind of like a less than symbol, but it actually just means angle ABC. Okay. Then we can also call it angle CBA. We could call it just angle B, or we can call it angle 1 because there's a little 1 on the inner corner of B there. Okay, so there's 4 different ways that we could name this angle. And notice how I put point B in the middle of both of the angles, both of the angle names that I had 3 letters in the angle name. Okay? Next, you're going to measure each of these angles on your own with your protractor. Okay? I'm going to actually do 1 and 2 with you guys, and then numbers 3 and 4 you will do on your own. Once you are completed with that, go ahead and raise your hand and ask Miss Wilson for your independent. Okay? So obviously you can't see on my end because you can't see me, but I am holding a protractor to my screen and I'm measuring the angle measure right now. Without even using my angle measure though, I can see that this is an obtuse angle. So I'm going to go ahead and write in obtuse here. Okay. And it measures to about 131 degrees. If you had 132 or 133, that's fine. Next, we have an angle that's less than 90 degrees, right? We know this based on the fact that it has to look like this. Okay, so we know if it's not standing straight up or going this way, as in opening bigger, we know that it's an acute angle. And I'm actually going to zoom in here. Okay, so this is an acute angle. And when you measure it, it measures to 40 degrees. So go ahead and try numbers 3 and 4 on your own. You will then receive your independent, where you are going to continue to classify angles and their angle measures. Okay. And then on the back, there's a little bit of a spiral review as well. Once you are done, turn it into our usual location at the front of the room. And if you finish early, please complete one of the usual activities of either finishing any missing work, practicing for the IAR, doing mappers on Khan Academy, all these things, Dreambox, all these things you can be doing in your free time. Okay? Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.